Hello everyone and welcome to Lost in the Reel. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Apple TV Plus Irish dramedy series, Bad Sisters. Can this new show make you fall in love with a family of murderers? Let's talk about it. Bad Sisters is executive produced by Sharon Horgan, Dave Finkel, and Brett Baer, based upon the Belgian series Clan, created by Malin Saragosen. It stars Sharon Horgan, Anne-Marie Duff, Sarah Green, Eva Berthistle, Eve Hewson, Claes Bang, Brian Gleason, and Daryl McCormack. The Garvey sisters are bound together by the premature deaths of their parents and the promises they made to always protect one another. When their brother-in-law winds up dead, his life insurers launch an investigation to prove malicious intent and set their sights on the sisters, all of whom had ample reason to kill him. While most people will know Sharon Horgan as Nicolas Cage's ex-wife in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, or as one part of the ensemble of Game Night, I originally fell in love with the Irish comedian in Amazon's incredibly underrated relationship series Catastrophe. There is just something so utterly likable and relatable about Horgan, whose sly wit can elevate any project. So when I saw that she was not only starring in, but one of the creators of this new Apple TV Plus series, Bad Sisters, I was all in. To add the cherry on top, she would be leading an ensemble with Good Luck to You Leo Grand's ever so charming Daryl McCormack in the mix. Basically, to put it lightly, my expectations were extremely high. And much to my delight, Horgan has not disappointed with this deliciously dark and twisted comedy. The biggest draw here, and what will keep audiences coming back for more, is this cast and their electric chemistry with one another. There is not a single weak link in this ensemble, and each and every one of them get numerous moments to shine. While Horgan was obviously my reason to get on board, I have to give a big shout out to Sarah Green, who steals every scene she is in as the one-eyed tough-as-nails lesbian with a heart of gold, BB. Still, I found myself feeling connected to each one of these five sisters throughout the season at different times. From Ursula's affair with a younger man, BB's past trauma due to a near-fatal injury, Grace's unwillingness to see that she is trapped in her marriage, Eva's complicated relationship with alcohol, and finally to Becca's struggle with always picking the wrong guy. These five characters, in such a short amount of time, have been given such richly detailed story arcs that are all captivating on their own, but even more so when you add their family dynamic into the mix. The biggest compliment I can give Bad Sisters is that television shows usually spend years trying to cultivate the kind of chemistry these performers already have with one another in just its first season. One can only imagine the magic this cast will be able to come up with in future outings. But of course, this isn't just a family dramedy. We are also treated to a murder mystery of sorts that jumps us back and forth in time to before and after our victim's death. And while I think this adds another layer to what makes Bad Sisters so special, it's also where my only issues lie as well. What works with the mystery is that Claes Bang is absolute perfection as our victim. And that's not giving anything away, as that reveal is in the trailer. His Jean-Paul is such a despicable and vile human being that our sister's plight to murder him actually seems reasonable. Bang could have gone so over the top here, but smartly he keeps this character grounded and believable, and in turn, John Paul's evil burns even brighter. I also think the thriller aspect keeps the show moving at a brisk pace, with constant tension and slow reveals, making it impossible not to want to binge. It's an interesting dynamic because we're not necessarily concerned about the whodunit of it all, but rather the howdunit. Which leads me to what bothers me a little bit, and that is how repetitive this show can get. Without revealing any details, there are a whole lot of failed attempts at this unspeakable crime. And while these blunders add some inspired moments of pitch black comedy, I couldn't help but think that because of the repetitive nature, the series begins to err on the side of implausibility. I also think that this time-jumping framing device works in some cases, but I think it could have been tightened up more. There were moments I got completely lost in what was happening in the past, and then when we all of a sudden get thrown back into the present, I was a tad thrown off because I was totally tuned out from what was happening there. Then again though, these are some very, very minor gripes. I was pretty devastated when the 7th episode ended, and I learned that there were 3 episodes left that I was gonna have to wait for. I'm curious to see where the showrunners take this mystery, as I left off at a climax that was hinting at it going full-on shock and horror. Wherever they take it though, I'm far more concerned with just making sure that I get to spend way more time with the Garvey sisters, even beyond the life and death of John Paul. I feel as if Bad Sisters could have a long and successful run to become one of Apple TV Plus's biggest hits. Horgan and company have created one hell of a dynamite show that centers on an Irish clan worth rooting for, even if they are cold-blooded killers. So I will be giving Bad Sisters Season 1 4 nasal sprays out of 5. Led by an exceptional ensemble cast who have a miraculous chemistry with one another, Bad Sisters is a dark comedy with a serious bite, but also a whole lot of heart. It's the kind of special little show that you can see becoming a really big deal. Thank you so much for watching Lost in the Reel. What are your thoughts on Bad Sisters? Are you loving it as much as me, or do you think the mystery needed a bit more work? Sound off in the comment section down below. And until next time, my friends, take care.